Today we're talking about how to apply the Loshu square and to diagram a two-story home. Now, I have provided a two-story floor plan for you that is a very simple one, but I think it's helpful because it will illustrate exactly what we need to do, which is see how the second floor and the first floor relate to one another. So the first thing that we need to do is to diagram our home. And what we want to do is take the first floor and apply the low shoe square. Now the low shoe square is a tic-tac-toe grid that's very much like the bagua, the eight-sided octagon that is the feng shui map. But instead we're going to make it into a square because, well, we don't live in octagons. We live in squares. And those square homes are more, it's just a lot easier if we can apply a square shape to our homes rather than an octagon. So let's talk about how to do that. We're going to simply apply a square all around the first floor, and we'll do that here. And then we're going to divide our house and our floor plan vertically and horizontally. So let's do that. And we're going to do that. You simply measure and divide by 3. So there we've got 9 equal squares. We're going to do the same thing on the second floor, but we're going to use the same size shape of the low shoe square for the second floor that we did on the first. And here I've already applied it. So it's the same size, and you can see that it's very, very relatable. It's so important too that you have the absolute same scale first and second floor. If they're not to scale, then they're not going to work. Your floor plan is going to be off and you're not going to get a good result. Let's talk real quickly about how I came up with that square. So in the first floor, you might notice that the patio is not included. Well, this patio isn't included because it's just a small piece of patio that comes out off the side of the building, and it doesn't have a roof in this instance. Now, if the patio of your home is part of the foundation and the roof is a continuation of the roof line, then you would consider that as a part of your home, and you would have pulled that square out all the way to this edge. But what I like to do when I'm looking at both the first and second floor is to try to find and look and see if I can find something to match up the homes with. Now, especially with multi-story homes, the easiest way to do that is to use your stairs. I always like to do when I have the same size or the same scale floor plans, I'll match up the stairs with one another. I'll also sometimes use an external feature. So in this case, both the first floor and the second floor share this external feature, these little squares right here. So that's how we applied that second story low shoe square. We use these external features that it has, plus I lined up the stairways. Now you can't see that here in this diagram, but if you have your diagram on a piece of paper, you can do that. Just hold it up to light where you can get the stairs that match up with one another. Now, see what's important here, and I want to show you is this is the way it looks when you apply the low shoe square to both floors. Now we're always going to use the same size low shoe square for the second floor that we did on the first floor. Now I'm going to show you my screen in the PowerPoint so you can see this because I think it's a really important lesson in seeing how this fits together. So we're going to, just to show you how they do actually fit, I'm just going to move this over, and then you can see how those two external features here on the front of the apartment fit together, and then that tells you that they're all together. And this shows you, I've got a little off place here, but you can see how it works together as two different floors. Now I'll just move this floor over and move this one back, and then you can see how it all goes together. So there you have it, how to diagram two different floors for a multi-floor home.